Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video with me, Sherman. Today guys, we're going to be taking a look at a game called Blood Will Be Spilled. It is a game on Steam, again. I picked this one up pretty cheap over the last week and it was on sale. I think it's $5.99 normally. I'm not sure, and I do need to go back and say something about Salt 2. Salt 2 is not $12.99, it is $19.99. I am completely sorry for that mistake. That is my fault. It was hard to see the number through an X, so I just was like, okay, it must be around $12.99. And so I do apologize for that. But Salt 2 is definitely still worth the $20 price tag. But let's talk about Blood Will Be Spilled, because this is a... Now, I'm going to say it's a gem. The reason I'm going to say it's a gem for me is because it takes two genres of gameplay and combines them in a way that makes a game unique. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the game. I'm going to start a new game. I already have a game that I've been playing because I wanted to try out the game before I reviewed it. But we're going to go ahead and start a new game. We're going to click continue. And we're going to learn a little bit about the game here. So,
bounty hunters deal in corpses.
the game does a really good job as being a linear path storytelling game that is a side-scroller. So when you're playing the game, it's side-scrolling, and then there's like different side-scrolling mechanics, you know, like sliding under stuff. It's kind of got the Metroidvania type of gameplay, but I would say it's more got the side-scroller platform gameplay. And you can see it here. This is what the game looks like when you're playing. You can sprint, you can jump, you can climb up on things, you can jump holes, you can jump logs, you know, you can jump spike traps. You can also roll dodge, or roll things. There's also like like breakaway traps. It's a really just all-around fun game. But when you get into combat, that is where the game really does like make you go, wow, like I didn't expect that. And they use a semi turn-based combat, which is, again, something that's just extremely strange. Oh, that's right, I'm supposed to climb up here. Alright. It's extremely strange how they did it. Again, because it's not like anything you've ever played.
Jack! What the hell? I thought you were dead, man.
The voice acting is top notch. Listen to Jack. Now, Jack's the guy you play. This is Shorty. He's a friend of yours, or was.
And yet, Shorty, here I am.
It almost sounds like Michael Biehn. If you don't know who Michael Biehn is, he played in the Terminator, the original Terminator movie with, you know, Linda Hamilton as basically as her son's father. Comes back in time, and you know, they do the deed, and then she gets pregnant, and she has a kid later on, and he becomes Kyle Reese. Sarah Connor, Kyle Reese, and Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese have this kid who later goes on to be the leader of the war. That's who it sounds like voiced this character. I'm not sure if he did.
Whatever's the price, I'll pay you double.
That's not how this works.
I didn't.
I'm gonna go ahead and just skip through this.
To catch someone running away from you, you better start running too.
And this is just like the tutorial thing, so it's like,
Please.
I don't understand this. He has wings, the guy I'm chasing.
I don't know where they are, Jack. I swear.
I grew up playing these kind of games, so it's not, this is nothing for me. Well, he just...
Is that a letter?
Alright, press escape to open the pause menu, go to mementos, and then it tells you about the letters and yada yada yada. So, again, The gameplay is really unique because they didn't show you the combat. And this is where I'm going to show you the combat. This is really one of my favorite things about how this game works, and it's something I really like. And I do apologize if it's like my voice and this guy's voice are bleeding together in the video. I don't mean for it to be. It's just, you know, I want to try and talk while I'm showing off this game. This game has several chapters of gameplay.
Come all the way from Driftwood. Next time he wants something done, he can do it himself. Hey, who the hell are you?
Shorty sent me.
Like hell he did.
Bet they were expecting.
Alright, so now we're going to have a gunfight between two of these guys. This is where the turn-based combat comes into play, and it is super cool. So now it's like, oh, hey, you get to move and do stuff. So I'm going to move up here, up there, and then I get to make a shot. I'm going to take a shot at this guy because he's going to be the easier one to shoot. Bam, right in the head. Headshots do more damage, just to let you know. I mean, it's like any game. This guy's going to take a couple pop shots. So, because I do have 2 shots here, I want to make sure that I get a headshot first off. And then it doesn't matter where I shoot him, just as long as I get the next shot on him. So, and the line does move. Like, while you're trying to hold a shot, it'll move up and down. And that's the turn-based combat.
The barking of this gun.
And I do love all the voice acting,
It's been a long
because
time, old man. These gentlemen.
they do this game such justice with the voice acting
Managed
that
to track down
it plays
Shorty.
out really well. Now, I'm going to skip through a lot of this just so I can get, and if you guys want to play it yourself, I mean, that way you can see for yourself the story. It is a very
Speaking of which,
long, there's a lot of dialogue, but it does a really good job of the way it plays.
Snaky Eyes is said to be the last of his kind, an indie ant shaman.
Yeah, so if you're sprinting and you press down, you'll slide under things, which is pretty cool, to be honest. Reminds me of the old Strider game on arcade. That sucked. That was stupid of me. And basically this whole part, this is how you can also do the gun stuff. And this is crazy because, like, you wish, you're gonna wish that you remember this. The aiming and shooting. So, and then of course it tells you how to reload when you're playing. And I can understand where a lot of people would be turned off by the action platformy type stuff. I like it, mainly because, like I said, I grew up on these kind of games. You know, I grew up with the Super Nintendo, all, you know, any of the original, you know, platformer games. I played them.
Guess that's the plant we're looking for.
Yeah, we got to get a lot of these plants. I don't remember where they're all at, so... And this is to make a cure. Or,
Running errands for the old shaman might be a drag, but his potions can do wonders.
And I've probably missed a few. I'll probably have to go back. I think I missed one. Yeah, because I'm right above where he's at, so... And I think I did miss one plant. But yeah, I love the graphics for this game. I think they did a really good... And I don't want to say cutesy, because it's not. They just did a really good job of the way the graphics look.
What's this?
Oh, this
Seems
is...
like some kind
So
of
you can get a part to a
made out of
gun.
solid gold.
And it's called the
I've
El
heard of this
Dorado.
before, but thought
And
was
it's a
only
really
legend.
rare gun. Apparently, I haven't gotten all of them, so I don't know. But yeah, it's, I mean, for being a game that's supposed to be about like the Old West and stuff like that, if you're looking for something that's you can just chill and play and have a little bit of fun with, this is a good game for that. It is, you know, it's got really good controls. It's got, I would say it's more Mega Man controls, then I would say Metroidvania. Because, like, and I would say newer Mega Man, unlike the old one where you jump and you just, like, hit a wall and then fall straight from the sky. Much better. It's just a really good game experience.
Has Jack found the herbs? Yeah, these will heal Jack's body.
Don't you worry about my spirit, man.
And then he teaches you how to make the potions or get the potions. And then we're going to press F2 to open character screen. And this is where you kind of get to choose, like, the kind of character you are. So you have good. You have the bad. And this is like your, you know, whatever. And then you have the ugly. And if you don't get the reference, this was actually like an old Western movie, Good, Bad, and Ugly. And so you just pick one you want to play, and then that's the one you choose, and that's what you will play throughout the storyline as you play that particular version of Jack, Jack in that role. And then you can also get other guns, as you can see here, up to the El Dorado, which is one you have to find all the components and put it together. And then you get to play play with those. But that's pretty much it. I mean, the game is pretty well put together for what it is. It's a, side-scroller story game. I personally like it for what it does. I think they did a good job with it. Again, it's not like a lot of the side-scroller games I played recently that were, I don't know, just like something about them felt clunky. And those were mostly like PlayStation games, or not PlayStation, Xbox games and stuff that I'm talking about. So,
Nabbing that wench from Driftwood was a mistake. Boss said to lay low.
all right, we got to
He
take out
finds
these bad guys.
He's gonna be so pissed. Psst, you heard that?
There's
Boys got lost.
three
Take
guys
a
here.
little
There's
stroll
one up
with the
top.
lady.
Sir, these
You
Oh,
shut
yeah,
up.
okay. We're gonna play this out and open the action wheel. Now they're gonna talk about all the different stuff. And I'm not sure what Ricochet will do. I don't want to use it yet. I'm gonna use this so I can. Okay, would you stop with the? We're gonna use this.
There will be blood.
I just drank his blood. So funny. Let's see. Can we hit this guy in the head? I don't know. Oh, I got one shot on him. I'm gonna try and take out this guy up top. Bam.
Shoot that bastard.
And then we got two more guys.
Leave him to me.
He's gonna go up behind that
Yeah.
barrel. Alright. So we're gonna move. Yeah, let's move. Move up on this guy. And then we'll just shoot him. Yep. You can do that, buddy. We're gonna move again. Oh, we don't want to move that far. Yeah, we're going to move that far. I can't believe it. Here we go. This is going to make him have to move to get to a better position so he can fight us. And that's going to be better for us in the long run.
My turn.
All right, you're dead. Toast. We win the fight, and we save the girl.
You're from Drift.
yeah.
Alright, skipping this. And now we return with her to the town of Driftwood. This is where you get, like, the story
Well,
between
here we are.
everything that's going on.
It's
This is where you'll come back
See,
to.
stranger.
It's kind of like the hub city kind of thing, like any game. You use these signs mostly to go to where you need to go. In the real world, you have come on. I love these scenes like this, though. It reminds me of the old, there was these games they did that were like comic book games. It reminds me of that. I like her. That's Queenie. Hot Saloon. So you have like the gun shop. This is where you can buy guns and stuff. You have the Hearts saloon, where your character stays. There's the bounty board. There's the the cop guy here. You can go in here and talk to the prisoners that you catch. There's the Undertaker, and if you keep going, there's a church, and then there's the graveyard, which you'll get to visit in between missions and talk to the caretaker out here, the Undertaker out here. And that's pretty much the game. I mean, this is like I said, it's a side-scroller shooter game with turn-based combat, and that's what the one thing that really like changes the premise of how the game plays. I mean, it's something you're not used to, but once you get used to the combat system, like, the game becomes actually pretty good. The storyline is really well put together and told. It's got great voice acting. And for its price, it's not a bad game. Are there other games out there that do better or play better? Yeah, I mean, you've got Red Dead Redemption, one of the best Western games literally in history ever made, besides This Is My Land, and I forget the other one, because I haven't played that one. I played This Is My Land, and I played Red Dead Redemption, and I played this. When it comes to Western games, there isn't a large selection. And when somebody does it right, you play that game. So I've played Red Dead Redemption 2 many a times. But for a story-driven side-scroller with turn-based combat, the concept is done super well with this. Probably the best I've ever seen of any game that's done this. I've only ever played like 2 other games that did this, and they were horrible with the way they handled the turn-based combat. This does it really well. Do I wish it had more action combat? You know, just was a standard side-scroller shooter, beat-em-up type game? Yes. Wholeheartedly agree. That would make this game so much better. But the way they did it, and the way they do the storytelling along with it, it just works really well. So if you guys are interested in checking out Blood Will Be Spilled, check the link in the description below. You can check this game out on Steam for yourself, and if you're interested in picking it up, I believe it's $5.99 normally, so it's not a super expensive game. And for the graphics, the story, the gameplay, the you know, all that, I would say it's definitely worth the price tag. So go check it out for yourselves. Other than that, you guys know what's coming next. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys want to see more videos by me, I do suggest you subscribe. And if you do subscribe, I also suggest you click that notification bell to be notified when I post new videos. This kind of helps us both out see when I post new videos and allows you to decide if you want to watch them or not. So it works for both of us. Other than that, thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and this guy might see you in game. Bye.